Welcome to the Miami International Autodrome, home of the Miami Grand Prix. This exciting track circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the National Football League outfits, the Miami Dolphins. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Hamilton, George Russell and Leclerc, Reed, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso and Guan Yu Zhou, Mick Schumacher, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen and Ocon, Bottas, Vettel, Yuki Tsunoda and Lando Norris. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Albon, Oscar Piastri, Stroll and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
I know this is your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks.
Welcome back to another episode of F1 My Team Career Mode. Like I mentioned, this is the only season, like I mentioned last episode. It was raining qualifying, but actually it stopped raining and we're on softs. So when rain qualifying, we get 7th. We're usually not good in qualifying, so I was shocked to get a P7, but here we are. Started this Grand Prix. And right now we're sitting in a P4 position. We just overtook these guys. And I know they're going to try to sell it back, but as long as we stay competitive, I don't see the point in giving it back. Leclerc's the points leader, coming in this race by 5 points over Russell. Right now Russell's ahead of Leclerc, so this would put Russell, I believe, closer to the championship, but somehow we have moved from... Hamilton's not even giving up the second spot, but now he's going to give it up. So we moved from 7th to P2, so I mean, this is a good effort from this team. Caution behind us. I don't know what the caution was for. Someone DNF'd. Not 100% sure. And if I'm being honest, I don't really like this track because sometimes it's hard to overtake, but you see we locked up there. Lewis Hamilton, I think, was the problem because he just came to pit road. I really don't know what just happened there. So Lewis Hamilton is not in the place in the top 10. I mean, but again, he may go on hards, and he may go the full way. Now Perez, I would suspect, can stay on the hards and go the full way, so Perez may win the race. Depends if he wants to stay out till the end. I really don't know how I'm this good at this track. I have a 2-second gap over myself and Perez. This is for a podium finish. And I've never got a podium finish in this career mode before. Our best finish was a top 5. Top 5 at Imola. This is very huge for this team. Like I mentioned, before I ended this season off, I'd love to get a win and a podium. So, finish this career off. Sure enough, I'm on the podium. Hopefully, we can stick on the podium. I know our car's not as fast as the other guys, but we just seem to still stay ahead by a good chunk.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
We were actually kind of closing the gap to Verstappen, though. I was kind of shocked. Like, we got all the way up to 1.9 seconds, so we closed the gap, but he gained the gap back again. So my question is, when are we going to pit? Leclerc's sitting in 5th right now, so as of now, Russell would only gain 1 point, so he'd be 4 points behind Leclerc in the point standings for the points lead. .5 seconds in front of Perez. But Perez, then again, is on hard, so I think it's the reason why he's falling back.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.6 seconds.
Russell and Leclerc, I think, are just holed up behind them. So if Russell and Leclerc get by, they're definitely going to catch us. So as long as Perez stays in P3, we will pull away, it looks like. Well, that's not what we wanted to see. Well, there goes our podium finish probably, unless we get a caution. I don't expect a caution to come out, but I really hope we get a caution. Not saying it will happen, but we have wing damage, and then again at Imola we had wing damage and we still finished in 5th. So things that might be, maybe we shouldn't pit for wing damage. I mean, it doesn't look like it's affecting our performance, because we're still 3.4 seconds ahead of Perez. I mean, we're probably losing ground to Verstappen, but if that means sticking on the podium for the wing damage stuff, I don't think I'm going to replace it. I mean, it depends on if we want to, because you clearly see that it is actually now affecting our performance on the turns. So I was like, well, maybe we should come in, so you know, but like, I know we can come in, but the question is, should we box for, like, to repair the wing? That would, I'd really love to get the podium, but if we come in top 10 finish on this, I'll be happy. So, I mean, podium would be huge for this team, but I just don't see it happening, because we may have to get our front wing changed. Max Verstappen has gained 5 seconds. He's going to win the race, probably. Like, and I mean, unless Pierce decides to stay out for the rest of the race, it's really the only way I'd see. So it looks like Red Bull are dominant this race. The question is anybody can come in this lap? Perez on hards for some odd reason comes in. I don't know why he came in. we're not bound for the championship. We're just battling for a possible podium here. So Russell's on the same tires, he's catching us because Perez went in the pit lane. But he's not catching us that quickly. So I mean, even though we have wing damage, which I know we do, if we stay out a lap longer than these guys, we may be able to jump them. Or may be able to stay ahead possibly. But 10 minutes till rain. That doesn't sound good. We're bad in rain. Verstappen stays out. I think we're going to stay out until Verstappen pits. Well, Ocon stayed out because he didn't want to go behind Alonso.
Oscar's coming in for his stop now.
I don't think they've really caught up to us. At this point, we might as well just go for softs. Because if we're staying as long as Verstappen is, then
He's into the pit lane. Oscar in the pits.
what's the point of going mediums?
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
If Verstappen comes this lap, I think we're going to go for mediums, but I don't know if I should take a chance. I mean, I'd say right now would be a good time to pit, but then again, I'm not 100% sure. Verstappen ain't coming in. I hate to say this, but I think we're going to come in next lap. I'm trying to decide whether or not, I mean, this may cost us a top 10, but I'm trying to decide whether or not repair wing damage, because we'll lose funds in the team if we don't repair, because you just saw all this stuff. I don't think we should though, because and you clearly see that Sainz is catching up. Ferrari have screwed us over multiple times. We accidentally let him go.
Lost the position. Trying to keep focus.
So we dove it in there and he lost his wing. So obviously we lost pace from that. Now, I'm really hoping for a safety car. I know it's probably stupid, but we could have came in there, but we didn't.
That's P2. You're up to P2. Well done.
All I'm hoping is that we get a top 10. I don't see us being on the podium here. But we can limit the damage by not pitting for the wing damage.
Okay, the gap
So
is 6.9
probably weird, but we are 12 seconds ahead of Albon in fourth. So technically, we could come in and pit for softs and make it the rest of the way. Verstappen's already won the race, so limit the damage. So we probably should have pitted earlier, but hopefully we can stay in the top 10. It's the gap down the back straightaway, and we are just gonna. And that's not what we wanted. Crap. I may actually have to. Crap. So I come in. I get my wing damage, unfortunately. So if it wasn't for that, we probably. I don't think we're gonna place in the top 10, but we may get lucky. You never know. No. If we can stay with this pack right here, pack that passes us. I'm not pitting for mediums, I pitted for smalls. What do you expect me to do there? I guess we're just going to follow Bottas. Hopefully he can pull us. We were unfortunately sitting in second until this stuff happened, but wish it could have gone better. Well, we know we've got a good car capable of staying in the top 10. And for no reason, we just hit Schumacher. I don't know why our car just did that. So Magnussen Norris up here. But I don't know how I'm going to catch up to 10th position, unfortunately. So but we are on fresher tires though, so I mean anything could happen. See, we shove Landon Norris out of the way because we know what's on the line here. And Magnussen's gonna spin us. Wow. What did I just see, man? No safety car for that? That's crazy. Well, we just got screwed over. No safety car. Well, it's 12 out of 14, so what would you expect? Guanyu has been disqualified. Sebastian Vettel has been disqualified. Well, we're not, unfortunately, we're not going to finish in the top 10 unless something shocking happens. I just don't see us finishing in the top 10. We have red wing damage. Unfortunate luck from us at Miami. Had we not got that wing damage, I think we'd be probably fighting in the top 10 or be right there within range. But we just have got lucky. Besides our 5th place finish, wish we could have finished on the podium. Man, it just sucks. Hate to see it, but like I mentioned, before the season's over, I know we still got like a good amount of races left, but before the season's over, I want to either win one race or maybe get one podium. Because you never know.
Okay, you haven't used both dry compounds yet. You still need to come in and fit the other tyres.
So our engineer comes on and tells us that we will be disqualified, so we may not even finish in 11th. Crazy me out because I was wondering why we couldn't even hit on softs there. So unfortunately, I think we're going to lose out on more than just 11th.
Okay, we've got 4 laps into your race.
So unfortunately, I think we actually are going to have to come in to. I hate to say this, but we're going to have to come in this lap because for some reason they don't want us on a soft tire. Don't know why. We're going to cycle out to Q15, unfortunately. Max Verstappen just started the final lap of the Grand Prix. Well, still an unfortunate day. I wonder if I should try it. I'm going to stay out. This will give me a disqualify one.
Okay,
Wow.
that's a race over. The stewards have black flagged you.
Wow. This is a joke. I just got disqualified for not using the right tire. My God.
So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So, Oscar Piastri finished in 13th. That's his best career finish. But I think we're going to replace him at the end. Unfortunately, on the final lap, we did secure a car. I was just wanting to see what would happen if we did go over across the finish line, but hate that happened. But Russell still finished ahead of Leclerc, and that means only 2 points between Leclerc and Russell in the standings. Mercedes 8 points behind Ferrari, Red Bull 10 points behind. Interesting fight in the constructors. Hopefully we can rebound in the next episode. Really hate that for a team. We probably could have got a top 10 there had that wing damage not affected us, but I guess we'll try to rebound in the next race. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't know when the next video will come out, but I hope to see you guys then. Peace.